One brand away. One brand away. Oh! Diamonds in the sky. Go.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
So I gather.
Yes,
Yeah.
can't too much. Love it for us.
I was waiting for you to show. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Thanks for staying with us. If you're just joining us, thanks for coming along, because from scholar to intern to full-time employment, as well as a project manager of engineering products at J. Ray and Nephew. Well, Brittany Williams, she steps into the Fully Bright spotlight this morning to share her journey and encourage you to apply for the JWN Foundation Scholarship. Brittany, welcome.
Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning.
How are you? Shining bright like a diamond.
I'm trying.
Yeah. I don't know, somewhere around here smells like immaculate somewhere.
Yeah, Astra.
We do what we do.
I have to ask, Brittany, because Dennis has taught the disciples,
No.
Mary Magdalene and her sisters, right?
Yeah.
Did he teach you too?
No, he did not.
Oh my God.
That was news to me.
Amen.
No, she
Come
was...
and say, if Dennis teacher, they'll leave.
No, but I could have, but she, yeah.
Okay.
She was a little bit younger than the batch.
Oh, that you taught. Very well, very well.
But I was there from before she went to first form, so.
I don't know how I missed you.
Dennis, I work from my tool. Dennis, fully bright.
But, of course, it speaks to a culture of excellence that you've
Yes.
engendered. Tell us a little bit about yourself, other than the fact that you went to Immaculate Conception High School.
Well, I mean, Brittany Williams, of course. Lover of math from, I don't know, I think about age 12. Started from Schools Challenge at St. Richard's Primary. That's really where it started. And obviously, Immaculate just groomed it with the support of my parents, my village, my interest into engineering, and then, of course, here at RNFE, just storming through. Yeah, pretty
How
much.
did you hear about the scholarship, though?
So, actually, I have a parent who works at RNFE, which is a part of how we also get scholarships. And so that is how I was introduced. And then pretty much writing that essay and maintaining those grades each and every year.
And talk to us about how did the scholarship help you and your family? Because sometimes some people think, oh, scholarship it don't really mean nothing.
No.
How did it make what significance
You know what,
was
though?
it to you?
It was big because for me, I have a younger sister. She's right behind me. So even managing the fees between both me and my sister, she was like 2 years behind me in university.
Yeah.
So it really supported my family with, reducing that financial support that, the financial aid that they needed. It was big. It was big.
So what was your actual degree program?
So it's chemical and process engineering.
What's that?
Yeah, I know I was going to get that.
Yeah.
So pretty much we plan, design, we do process optimization to create a product of a particular quality grade standard.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds heavily technical.
That sounds very mathematical.
Yeah.
That's the layman's term. Yeah.
I could feel you breaking it down.
Yeah.
But-
That's all like E equal MC squared something.
Yeah.
But that also sounds dear bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It was, and I mean, So I started at University of the West Indies, Mona. Then I transferred to the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, which
That's
was
in Trinidad.
yeah,
Yes.
a really good experience. But of course, still fees to go for boarding, for travel. But the education was definitely worth it. So I can tell you
So
that.
somebody watching you this morning, Brittany, who is
Yeah.
thinking about becoming an engineer just like you, have dreams and aspirations of going to a tertiary institution, but they're on the fence about whether or not they want to apply for the JWN scholarship.
Right.
What would be your word of encouragement to them as to why they should
First, apply. You never know when it's your time. Apply. Take that opportunity. I always encourage everyone, take the opportunity, apply. If you're a young female, apply. You never know when it's your time. We are enough. We're capable. Apply. That's my message, straight.
You know, I find it important for especially young people who are, seeking funding.
Yes.
To, break free of that fear that I'm not, you mentioned you're enough, you're good enough.
Yeah.
There are people who are, the segment is called Fully Bright.
Yeah.
But it's not enough to be fully bright.
Yep.
What are the other things that you did to make yourself attractive as a scholarship
I was just saying this
applicant?
yesterday.
Yeah, so I think even coming from Immaculate, have to mention it again, a lot of clubs. So
Yeah.
I encourage students, join those service clubs,
Yes.
join your sports. They make you well-rounded.
Yeah.
I can't encourage you enough. Listen to the parents when they tell you join the club.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not nagging you. They're telling you the truth.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, a big part of it. And then also the foundation. My parents played a very big part. I would never downplay that.
But then
Yeah.
I'm happy that you asked her that, because I was just making that point last night, that being bright isn't enough. You with your
All of our
8
bright
1s,
people.
all of our bright people,
Yeah.
you have 8 1s, somebody else have 10 1s, somebody else has
Exactly.
9, somebody has 21 1s, okay?
Yeah.
So what about your curriculum vitae, your CV, is going to set you apart?
Yeah.
You have to volunteer, you have to be a part of the clubs, because it's very competitive out here.
That's a good thing about Immaculate.
Yeah.
Like 8-1s is the norm.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you better, you
It
better
is.
be involved in some other things.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
And I like the fact that you are rounded and you know, but even like the essay, the writing of the
Yeah,
essay.
like
Yeah.
tell somebody, yeah, I like that, Dennis.
Yeah.
Like somebody
what you
say,
say?
Brittany, like where you for sit in there.
Ooh. So for me, I mean, as an engineer, I can tell you I don't love writing essays. So I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think for me, think about yourself. For me, I write simple points on myself. Think of how your interests, what you think you know you can bring to the world. Bullet point those, and when I tell you, everything will just start to come to you, right? Maybe, you know, reach out to your parents. They'll give you a nagging. I can tell you, my mom, she's big on essays, and so, yeah.
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 Okay.
So,
Some people want to write a sad story, like you have to write a sad story.
And it doesn't have
like,
to be.
And it doesn't, like,
No.
as somebody who has gone through essays for for a scholarship program, like, you know, have to come and try to outside the other applicants. You know?
Outside.
Like, and so, I mean, it's not always I come from
No, it doesn't have to
the
be.
depths of Hades. It could be that, you know, you have an aspirational story to tell.
Yeah.
and I would encourage most to write your story. Sad or not, somebody will see that story and understand what you'll bring to the world.
When
Yeah.
you graduated,
Yeah.
and you were officially an engineer,
Yes, a
and
big
that
deal.
title was attributed to you,
Yes.
how did that make you feel?
It was big. I mean, I can tell you, I think we all know by now engineering it's a male-dominated field. So it's a pretty big deal, you know, not just for me, for Immaculate as well, for my parents, for my younger sister.
Yeah.
And for every other young girl that wants to become an engineer. We are capable. Yeah.
Hey, and if you go around at a different school and talk to the girl,
Yes.
you know, about...
I've done it. I've done it once at Immaculate. So I've gone back, you know, the Big Sister program, and
Yeah.
I've spoken
I
to
love
them.
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love that.
that. Yeah.
And when you get a scholarship, you know, Brittany, how important is paying it forward like you're doing in terms of, you know, mentoring and
Yes.
big sistering to other young ladies?
It's super important. I mean, even now with the foundation, I still give back. We have our Read Across Jamaica, which is one of my favorite events that they do every year, where we go back to schools, you know, around our sites. So for us at Kingston, Seaview, Balmaji, that's where we go. So that's pretty big for me, because we have to encourage them. We have to show them that they're capable, give them the strength, the confidence, even if they don't feel it. And we see that when we go.
Yeah.
We do.
One of the things I also love about the JWN scholarship is the empowerment. Like,
Yes.
it might be that you're not a natural talker like that, but because of the mentorship that they give you,
Yeah, it brings
Yes.
out that
it
side.
brings out that side in you.
Yes. I mean, very true as well. I mean, I talk, I would say, easily for the most part on my feet, but to be honest, yes, it puts us in those rooms where it forces us to socialize, network.
Touch
get
a
to
different
know
part
one
of your
another.
character.
Exactly.
Yeah, lovely.
Yes.
So people apply. Brittany is here as a living, live, breathing example of what is possible when you get your JWN scholarship. She is a mechanical and what?
Oh,
Processing.
chemical and process.
Chemical and process. The
Chemical.
way Brittany bright, Brittany.
She's a chemical engineer and a process engineer, in
Correct.
two of them both.
Yes.
Brittany, you sleep, Brittany? You sleep?
A little.
Oh, I gotta tell you.
And the good thing is that Ray and nephew, they gave her the scholarship.
Yeah.
They gave her the internship and them say, we're not letting her go. Come here. Come here.
Come here.
That's what they did.
You don't want to stay.
They said no.
Guys,
They stayed.
love it. Well, I'm very proud of you, very happy
Thank
for you.
you
And
so
thanks for
much.
sharing your story with us this
course.
morning, because representation matters. And I'm sure that there's a little girl somewhere or a little boy watching Sunrise this morning who is looking at you as a possibility.
Mommy,
and what can
Engineer.
happen.
That's what I want to do. I want to
Like
be an
Brittany.
engineer. Like Brittany.
Like Brittany.
Yeah,
All right.
guys.
Thank you
Yeah,
so very
thank you very much, Brittany.
for sharing your story. That was Brittany Williams, our J-Ray and Nephew Fund Scholarship recipient. She's also a project manager of engineering projects at J-Ray and Nephew Limited. We take another break before moving into our next exciting segment. Jason and him crew over there. All right, I gotta tell you. It's all about the buzzer section. Don't go anywhere. Sunrise Freshers is up next. Not much it up, Paul. All right, take the break, Cotton.
I must tailor all. I must tailor all.
Stay tuned.
Well, I got